Hi everyone, welcome to the second series of Chat with Vivien. Today I have a very special guest. They are actually a very friendly couple. I got to know this couple when we were doing the same coaching program, and they're gonna share with us how they actually converted a passion into a business. So without ado, I'd like to introduce my two guests, Farhan and Sarah. Okay, hi Farhan.
Hi, hello.
Hi Sarah.
Hi. Hello.
Okay, like I mentioned, I got to know this couple when we did a coaching program, and our friendship ran from there. And all of us actually at that time when we actually attended that workshops, we all had our own challenges and how do we actually walk out of the challenges. So this series, I'm going to they're going to share with you how they actually turn a passion, which is photography, into a business. And later on, they'll share with all of you also about the couple, how as a couple they have to work as a team. So let's start with Farhan. Would you like to share with our audiences how actually it started off as a hobby in photography?
Okay, we actually both of us have a very shared passion in art and also in street photography. So when we did so-called our fun shots that we have when we first initially bought the DSLR and everything, so we developed that passion, and we actually from that passion we actually have it made into a business.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting. And what inspired Sarah for you to actually took upon the passion in photography and partner came up with this idea to do it as a business?
Okay, we actually have this a friend of ours who actually asked us whether we can take photos for her brother's wedding. So after that, we was okay lah. We took for her lah because it's from the guy's side. So we took photos, everything. Then then after that we was telling ourselves like, hey, we can go further into this photography to do it as a business. So that is where it all started lah.
I see. Now, as a business, and as everyone knows, being in a partnership is not easy, and to have a perfect partnership is even harder. So, as a couple, I believe you guys have your own challenges because no two person is alike, and to run a business together, it would also require some synergy and I believe corporations and things like that. So how about let's hear from both of them. How do they actually work as a couple, and what do they actually do? Who leads and who actually supports? So let's start with Sarah.
Okay. First and foremost, when it comes to business, we separate business and our marriage as two different things. So when it comes to business, actually for me lah, for myself, I still apply the same concept. I have a respect for him, and he's the one who will be leading. So in that sense that so he will be he's actually the one leading, so I'm the one behind supporting him. So maybe you want to explain further?
Actually, it was not easy to start this, so we actually went into mentorship. So the mentorship actually we tag along with a senior photographer, a professional photographers. So we tag along with them and we learn the ropes first. So after learning the ropes, of course, you say that people say that your photos are great, your photos are but it's only for the person that is engaging you, but not for the people that is around you and outsiders that do not know you. So we need to establish that first. So once we establish that, we learn the ropes, we learn the skills. So after that, we learn the marketing skills. So what I did was that I asked Sarah to learn all the marketing skills. That is not the operational. So she is the support and the back end. So So she's actually the backbone of this food company.
Okay. So here we hear that both of them actually clear what they call, they basically draw their work scope very clearly, with Farhan being the frontliner. He actually does the photography, he does the leading, and Sarah is the support. With, of course, in any partnership you must have both a leader and a supporter, because you can't have both as a leader, because both as a leader there will always be conflict, because everybody wants to be the king, okay, or the queen. But however, for this couple, they actually draw a line in terms of who takes the lead and who takes the role, and they also applies that into their business as well as their marriage. So Sarah, you have mentioned that it actually you developed as part of the principle of what you actually worked in your marriage. So how about you share a little bit of how you actually complement about from your couple as in marriage, in your marriage, and how would you like to advise couples who has plans or are already in the business to some pointers for them to consider in terms of a tag team partnership?
Okay. Basically, communication is important. So we actually will sit down and discuss our plan, or maybe the schedule, because I am at the back end, I'm supporting him, so all the schedules I will plan out, so I will do it lah for him. Okay, this is the plan out for this year. Then if let's say we have any like so-called like promotions, everything, we will sit down and discuss. So communication is the main key here lah. So I don't know, because for us is our, of course, marriage and business is a two different thing. So when you are in marriage, you have this how to say, okay, when you are in a marriage, is
Husband and wife.
It's a husband and it's a husband and a wife tag team. But when you have business, you are as
Partnership.
a partnership. So maybe you want to add on?
Okay, so we actually do our own roles. We set out our own roles. Like Sarah have his roles, I have my roles. But it is also important that we need to interchange the roles like that. So as and when I will try to support her, and also as and when she also will try to support me. Just like how we set up our photo booth business. In the photo booth business, she's the leader. She's the main photographer. Whereas I'm at the back end supporting her.
I see. So basically, both of them actually complement each other. They're in like he's mentioned, in the photography booth business that they have. She takes the lead, and he takes the back role. So they basically are their roles are interchangeable, and most importantly, it's the communication that sets their roles very clearly, so that they do not actually clash, and they actually this is so. In terms of that, do you have actually had any differences in terms of opinions at times?
Oh yes, of course.
Of
of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but we trash it out. We trash it out. We talk to each other, and we usually come to a compromise. So
sometimes he have his own idea, and sometimes I have my own idea. Or sometimes we were together, like hey, you cannot do this, you cannot do this, But we somehow or other we were like, hey, we need to come to a conclusion here. So we will really sit down. Okay, you have your own ideas, I have my own ideas. So we compile it and we see. So that's where we reach a conclusion lah.
Oh, that's very interesting. So how they actually did, marry their two differences together is actually to write down. I would assume it's basically writing down all your values, or what Farhan thinks about it, and what Sarah thinks, and that they will combine together and look at both ideas and see what actually complements it and believe it. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's how they actually do that.
Yeah.
So as a couple, basically, everyone, like they mentioned, is always, you do have your differences. In partnership, is also the same. It's all about compromising and for the betterment of the business.
Yes.
Yes. So now that they have actually shared how they, as a couple, they have actually run their business. Now, what are the ideas? Okay, in conclusion, basically, would you like like start with Sarah? How do you actually? What advice would you give to couples who wants to run business together?
Maybe you both of you must have a clear intention. Okay, then basically, of course, after you have your clear intention, you must really sit down and communicate to each other. So maybe Farhan will add on
Okay. You also need to have a clear line between your personal life and your business life, and these two must not cross path. When you are at home, basically we are running a home office anyway. So we see each other like 24/7, be it in business or be it in marriage. So it's not like you hate your partner or you dislike your partner, but at the end of the day, she's still your wife, right? So you need to have a very clear mindset, a very clear path. Say that right now she's my partner, and just like that you need to change. Okay, right now she's my wife.
I see. So basically, like I say, what they are sharing is that you have to know draw specific lines, which sometimes when we do in the business or when you're in a couple and when emotion starts to overrule, it becomes a fact that it's interlocked and you really don't know which it can go the wrong way. Like you bring emotion into the business, you bring emotion back into work, and it becomes very unhappy, and partnership be even just dispersed, off plans and things like that. So this is a little simple sharing about how they actually compromise, and they have actually moved in the 2 years that I've met them. They have actually progressed a lot, and maybe you could both of you like to share with anyone to the audience what after this in running another business. I understand you're planning to run another business. So would you like to share with the audience what are the next business that you have that you are planning right now?
Okay, we actually are diversifying our businesses. So it's something that because our job is to make people look good. Okay, so the next one will be something that make you better, look better.
Okay.
Yeah, so we actually bringing some stuff in. Yeah, so we'll just stay tuned lah for it.
Now, Sarah, would you like to add on?
For me, I don't like to reveal that much. So it will be out in about 2 months time. So stay tuned.
Okay. So they can actually run another business to actually complement their passion, and I'm very sure that this passion basically has to do with their other passion, which is traveling. Now, as they mentioned, stay tuned to the announcement. So how about Sarah share with everyone if they how to follow both of you? Do you have a Facebook page?
Okay, for our Facebook page, okay, we have photography one will be Farnsarah Photovision. Okay, FARNSARAH Photovision together. Then for our photo booth will be Unique Photo Booth. So the Picto Booth, sorry. So the Unique Picto Booth is UNIEK Picto PICTO Booth together. Okay, so if for
Our
website,
will be the www.unique.biz. So it'll be UNIEK.biz.
Then if let's say for personal one will be Sarah Ashad, and for himself will be
Farhan.
Wow, that's a lot to remember. Okay, I'm gonna be much simpler. If you want to follow me, my Facebook page is Vivien Ho. I have a Vivien Ho Facebook page which I regularly write articles on, which is called 51 Random Shades of Random Sharings on all things about businesses, my life stories, life experiences, and for my YouTube, it's called Triple V. So thank you everyone for listening. Until my next session, I'd like to thank Farhan and Sarah for joining us.
Thank you, Vivien.
See you.
Thank you, Vivien.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.